Hello everyone, welcome back to Kalal English Sports, where we make sports your English classroom. In today's video, we will explore an article from Capital Sports that highlights the rewards Kenyan athletes received for their outstanding performances at the Paris Olympics. We'll break down each statement, explain the keywords, and summarize the meaning. I have to say one thing. I wouldn't trade being Ethiopian for anything, but I can imagine it must be amazing to be Kenyan, especially after the Paris Olympics, because unfortunately my country did not shine as brightly as our neighbor. And dear Kenyans, I'm your jealous neighbor. And let's dive in. We'll start from the statement we see on our screen. Kipyegon walked home with 5 million shillings after being rewarded 3 million shillings for her 1500-meter gold and 2 million shillings for her 5000-meter silver. Let's start from the phrase walked home. This phrase is used figuratively to mean that Kipyegon, there she is, to mean that she received or took home the money. It doesn't mean she literally walked. 5 million shillings. Over here, as such, refers to the Kenyan shillings, and 5 million refers to the total amount she received. Let's go to rewarded. It means Faith Kipyegon was given the money as a prize for her achievements. 1500-meter gold. It refers to the 1500-meter race where she won a gold medal. And 5000-meter silver refers to the 5000-meter race where she won a silver medal. Therefore, this statement tells us that Faith Kipyegon earned a total of 5 million Kenyan shillings, 3 million for her gold in the 1500-meter race, and the other 2 million for her silver in the 5000-meter race. I'm not sure how many of you remember the rivalry between Toronash Dibaba and Mesarat Jafar. And in Kenya, I feel like it's the same thing. You're either team Shebet or team Kipyegon or your team both. So let's start with the statement we see on our screen while we talk about Shebet. Shebet clinched 2 gold medals and walked home with 6 million shillings. We'll start from the word clinched. It means to secure or win something decisively. So how many medals did she win? 2 gold medals. So Shebet won 2 first place awards in different events, walked home with, again, it doesn't mean she walked literally, but it means she received or earned a certain amount of money, and that amount was 6 million shillings. So the 6 million shillings is the total amount of money she received in Kenyan shillings. I, for one, expected the same from Gudaf Tsegai. That was so unfortunate. Moving on, Emmanuel Magnoni, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, 20, the newly crowned Olympic champion in the men's 800-meter, walked home with 3 million shillings. Let's start from the phrase newly crowned. This means he has recently been declared a champion. Well, it was recent. So moving on to Olympic champion. Olympic champion is a title given to an athlete who wins at the Olympic Games. For instance, for us Ethiopians, our Olympic champions are in this year's Olympic Games, it's Tamrat Tola. That is our only champion. But we have Kenanisa Ella Haile Gebrselassie. We have so many Olympic champions. The men's 800-meter, it refers to the 800-meter race for men, not women, but for men, and walked home with, it indicates the amount of money he received, and that is 3 million shillings. This Kenyan athlete, his name is Emmanuel Wanyomi. Just at 20 years old, he became the Olympic champion in the men's 800-meter race, and he was awarded 3 million Kenyan shillings. What about the other athletes who did not win a gold medal or silver medals? That leaves us with bronze medalists. Bronze medalists were awarded 1 million shillings each. So bronze medalists refers to athletes who finished third in their events. For instance, here is Helen Aubrey. She won third place in the women's marathon, while our own Tegesta Zafa won first place. And another Ethiopian, well, she's not running for Ethiopia, but Sifan Hassan won the marathon. Moving on to the next phrase, which is awarded. It means they were given a prize, 1 million shillings each. It refers to the fact that each bronze medalist, each bronze Kenyan medalist received a 1 million Kenyan shillings. Therefore, the statement we see on our screen tells us that each athlete in Kenya who won a bronze medal received 1 million Kenyan shillings as a reward. Now it's time for us to move to the ceremony and recognition. The head of state hosted all Team Kenya athletes in the City of Champions on Thursday morning to reward and congratulate them for a job well done in Paris, where Kenya finished with 11 medals. In Ethiopia, we've got 4, and in Kenya, our neighbors got 11 medals. Wow, it's a lot. I already told you earlier, I'm your jealous neighbor. Let's start from the phrase the head of state. It refers to the president of Kenya. Hosted means he held, who, the president of Kenya, he held or organized an event for them. And who are them? Team Kenya athletes. So Team Kenya athletes, this phrase refers to the group of Kenyan athletes who represented their country at the Olympics. For instance, you see Shabat here and you see the other athletes over here. At least 11, not 11 because some of them won 2 medals. I'm still in shock. In the City of Champions. Uh, Therefore, the City of Champions is a nickname for Eldoret, a town in Kenya known for producing world-class athletes or world-class runners. At least that is the information I got from the internet. Reward, we already took a look at it. It means to give them prizes or money. Congratulate means to express praise for their success. And moving on to the phrase job well done, it's the phrase used to commend someone for their excellent work. And the Kenya team finished with 11 medals. It indicates that Kenya won a total of not one, not two, not three, but 11 medals. Anyhow, this statement is telling us that the president of Kenya, he hosted a special event in Eldoret, known as the City of Champions, to reward and congratulate the Kenyan athletes who won a total of 11 medals at the Paris Olympics. And this is a direct quote from their president. We will always celebrate you when you do well. Look at what happened in Botswana, and it was just 1 gold medal. We don't take this for granted. Let's start from the phrase celebrate you. It means to honor or recognize your achievements. Moving on to the phrase do well, it refers to performing excellently. And Botswana is another African country that won 1 gold medal. Ethiopia also won only 1 gold medal, but I'm so happy for Botswana. Moving on to take this for granted, it means not appreciating something as special or unique. Well, we did not take Tamrat Tola's goal for granted. One thing President Ruto emphasized is that Kenya always celebrates its athletes when they perform well and doesn't take their achievements for granted, even comparing their success to Botswana's 1 gold medal. During the, I need to use my pen. Okay. During the ceremony, Kipyegon, there she is, who was Team Kenya's captain to Paris, returned the national flag to the head of state in a symbolic gesture to show that the work was done. Let's start from the word captain. It refers to the leader of the team. So she was the leader of the Kenyan team at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, returned the national flag. This means she handed back the Kenyan flag. You see her handing back the flag. Here is the Kenyan flag, and she was handing it back, or she was giving it to the president of Kenya. And the phrase symbolic gesture refers to an action that represents or signifies something deeper, and that is to show that the work was done. So the phrase work was done indicates that their task of representing their country, which is Kenya at the Olympics, was successfully completed. Therefore, at the ceremony, Kipyegon, there she is, Faith Kipyegon, who led the Kenyan team at the Paris Olympics. She returned the national flag to President Ruto as a symbolic gesture to signify that their mission in Paris was accomplished. It must be nice to say that, well, my job is done, or I've done my job successfully. This year's Olympics was a remarkable event for Kenya and Ethiopia, with their athletes receiving well-deserved rewards. As an Ethiopian, I must say it's a little bittersweet, as our neighbors shone brightly while we did not perform as well. But we will continue to support and celebrate our athletes, our Ethiopian athletes, hoping for better results in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more English lessons through sports. See you next time.